You are learning how to master money, not be a slave to it. And in the beginning, any small victory, any small victory is what you feel like you need to keep pressing forward. And some of you, unfortunately, want to do that prematurely with trades. I just need that little affirmation, that little nudge. This is going to work for me. I know he said don't push a button. I know he said don't trade, but I have to. Michael, if you could just feel what it feels like to be inside this skin of mine. I got to wake up every day and do this dumb shit and make no money. I'm in a country that doesn't make any fucking money, and I'm in an impoverished nation. I didn't have a father. I didn't have a mother. I can't get a job with my college degree. I dropped out of college. I couldn't afford it. My mom and dad don't do this for me. Look, listen. All that stuff may be true. I had everything stacked against me. Everything. I had no pedigree that had money before me. I had no advantages where people could help me get into certain things, fall into certain, perfect scenarios for jobs. I didn't have any of those advantages. I didn't have this where somebody's whipping my ass into shape when I'm doing stupid shit. Get me back on the rails. Keep me focused. Let me tell you something. My feelings would not have been fucking hurt because this is exactly how my grandfather talked to me. And I miss it. I wish I could hear that Navy man whip my ass and get your head in the fucking game. Focus on this. What are you looking at that shit for? This is what you're supposed to be focused on right now. Yes, sir. I didn't have that when he passed away. He didn't see me do this. You have someone in me that proves that we can do this consistently. I'm teaching you how to do it. I'm giving you a mindset, a way of thinking about it, how to conquer your demons, wrestle with them, pin them, beat their fucking ass. But you have to show up and do everything I tell you to do. And everything I tell you not to do, you need to keep it away. This is one of the hardest things that you as a human being will ever endeavor to do. Because it's so easy to psych yourself out. I'm convinced that 80% of people that fail, they talk themselves into failure, either subconsciously or blatantly. Think about what you've done to yourself as a trader. If you've traded with live funds and you've blown that account or accounts, you can go right back to the moment where you knew at that moment, right before you did it, when you still had money in the account, the day that you did like 25, 30 trades, over leveraging, trying to fix something, trying to just do whatever, at some point, it became like you just wanted to end it all because it was too painful. Just click until I don't have any more money left. I don't have the discipline to do it right. I've already convinced myself that I'm never going to do this, so let's just blow the account and be done with it. So subconsciously, what? Your mind tells your hand there's something to do. Push the button. But the chart's saying nothing about doing anything at all. You're never going to see a book written like that. But that's the stuff that goes on for real.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are we doing, chat? Say hello in the chat. Don't be shy. Hit the like button if you'd be ever so kind. Good morning, Elias. Good morning, Nika. Freaky Friday is indeed upon us. Yes. Good morning, Roger. Hindsight King, Trader 007, Mr. Nobody. Newton, good morning. Big Head Reeve. Horty Panda. What's up, Horty Panda? Mark, good morning. Ed, good morning. Shahariarch. Good morning. What's up, Dario? Eric, good morning. Kookie, good morning. Oscar, Shop Trades. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Friday. We got like 2.5 minutes here until market opens up. So we will take a look at NASDAQ and the indices. As far as the economic calendar is concerned, we don't have any news to worry about today, but it is triple witching or quad witching. One of the two, but yeah, we got contracts expiring today. So as far as what to expect on a day like this is pretty much hit or miss. Like half the time it's literally no volume, half the time it's extreme volatility. So there's not really like a dead set, you know, always one or the other. It's kind of going to be just wait and see what happens and trade accordingly, chat. So yeah, looking at the NASDAQ chart here on the 4 hour. So the main difference about this is just that these external lows here to the left, you guys can look at my upper left chart here and lower left as well, but Dow Jones and ES have both traded below this current low of month here from March 8th, and NQ has not. And then scaling into obviously just the most recent structure. So we've taken out the previous low, the previous day low here, and now we're trading back up. And as you guys know, the last 2 days I was patiently waiting for some sort of a retracement higher back to some unmitigated gaps, as well as we just had a lot of internal like trendline liquidity that was being built up that I wanted to see us capture a run through. So I still hold that same thought process, honestly. We have still more trendline liquidity being built up right here. Unfilled 4 hour gap above 725 as well as 984. Now I don't think we get to like 984 necessarily today, even if we were to just get like, you know, back up to like 50% of the range. That's still kind of the logic that I'm personally using. So like if we just range this up from this swing high to this swing low currently, 50% puts us at like 750 or 764, just above this 725 high inside this 4 hour. So I still hold that same bias personally, and that's what I would like to see. Now, I'm not going to force it if it's not there, but that is what I would like to see. Obviously, on the hourly time frame. Oh, hang on, boys. Oh, I missed an opening bell. Ah, it's 3 seconds late. Son of a gun. But obviously, on the 1 hour, we have this hourly bearish fair value gap that is potentially a problem for that idea for the moment. So we'll see what happens. But that is kind of what I'm wanting to see. Chat, let me know if you guys hold a similar thought process, agree, disagree. Perhaps some of you guys are perma bears and only think we will go lower, but anything is possible. What's up, Devin? Good morning, Melda. I'm doing well. Horty Panda, how are you? So yeah, we'll see. Hourly fair value gap here obviously is the probably the main thing that would push this to another new low, which is fine. Especially if we were to get it here early at the open. Here's the 15-minute. Let me go mark out. I'll mark out today's Asia high. Is this a different? I don't think this wick was on. Am I seeing things, chat? Yeah, I think I am seeing things. I was gonna say that wick just all right. But yeah, so that's kind of the thought process for now. This is Asia high from Wednesday. And then obviously Asia high from today. Oop. And yeah, we'll see if we want to drive another new low here off that hourly gap. It would make sense. Yeah, that was the, before I delete it, this was the trade from yesterday, by the way, chat. We held this trade for 90 minutes. 90 minutes to get break even stopped. And then, like, you would have had to hold for like 5 hours, and then at like 3 p.m. we just see price rip towards the London high, which we took out, and that's as far as we went. But yeah, if you guys ended up holding longs for 5 hours yesterday, it eventually paid off. Fun fact. It eventually paid off. Here's the 5. But yeah, this is the look at the overnight sessions as well. Obviously, Asia up here, London. It's been really just lopsided. It's just everything's been down since, what was that, Tuesday? Well, I guess pre-market Wednesday. With very shallow, very small retracements higher. So, yeah, it's been I don't know. It's just been a lopsided viewpoint from my perspective, just because I don't like the feeling of feeling like I'm chasing more shorts in what's already a discounted price without, like, you know, like a true significant correction higher. So it's kind of just where I've been at mentally the last couple of days. London high. Aren't we in a sell model, though? Does a sell model mean that we never go up? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're suggesting? My idea, if we push through the H1 FEG and the H1 IFEG, I see potential longs. Well, yeah, I'm not trying to front run or anything. That would be pretty silly. Look at the difference here right now with NASDAQ pushing aggressively lower. Meanwhile, ES and Dow Jones are currently still bullish 15-minute candles. Manipulation or what? What the hell? We're on to him, chat. We're on to him. All right, now we got ES. Wait, why is my ES chart bugging? I take back what I just said, because my ES chart on my other monitor is tanking and this one is not moving. Why is this one not moving? Chat. ES chart is not working? Yeah, it's working on my other monitor. What the fuck? What's going on in here? Breakfast. All right, I'm going to go to the continuous contract chart for the ES. I guess that one's working. Why is this one not working? Oh, there it is. Now it's working. Interesting. Sometimes you just got to take the game out of the Game Boy and blow on it and stick it back in. And then it works. Take it out, blow on it, stick it back in. Ladies, there's a lesson in that, by the way. Just saying. Oh! Just kidding. Just kidding. You little freaks. Unless. Yeah, I don't know why that wasn't working, but that's weird. Anyway. Yeah, all right. So I take back what I said. I only said that because ES at that time literally was frozen in a bullish candle. So, yeah, clearly that was not the case. Everything is dropping. Disregard. False alarm. Oh, yeah, what does the poll say? 49% says pump it. Not too lopsided, though. 49% bullish, 37% bearish. 14% expect and chop. Not too lopsided. Usually we got to be like well over 50% for it to be too lopsided. No little hat yet. No little hat. I've been procrastinating, ordered it on Amazon. What's funny is if I open up a PO box and gave it to you guys, I feel like I would show up there one day and there'd be like 20 yarmulkes just waiting for me. We'd have a yarmulke for every individual trade each week. What's up, y'all? Terabyte. I'm doing good, man. How are you? I'm doing well. Doing well. Yeah, how's everybody's week been? Kind of a slower, grindier week, honestly, right? And then the big move, really the biggest move of the week was pre-market FOMC day. in the morning. And then just like a steady grind lower after FOMC. But like yesterday was Chop City. I mean, Monday and Tuesday were obviously very slow with no news. Yeah, so it's just been a very slow, kind of unexciting week, if I'm being honest. But I do feel we've done a pretty good job managing risk and picking our shots, being patient, and that's all we can do. Why is the continuous ES contract is so uncorrelated to the micro? Uncorrelated to the micro? I wouldn't say it's uncorrelated to the micro. What do you mean? The only way your continuous contract chart might be like totally different is you should have the back, if you're on the continuous, you should have the back adjustment on the bottom right, B edge. But it shouldn't be too different. It will be differences in price sometimes, but that's about it. They track the same underlying market, so. What's up, Crypto Surfer? Can you borrow $50? Can I borrow $50? Dad, can we go to McDonald's? No, we have food at home. Come on. Stayed in the longs for more than 5 hours. Actually, made the first 1,800 on the 150K Lightning. Damn. You held that shit for 5 hours, actually? Props to you, man. Props to you. Yeah, I flipped open the charts yesterday afternoon, and I was just like, yeah, perfect. It's just the random 3 p.m. just rip. Yeah, that's dedication, yacht, everybody. That's just like whatever. We're either stopping out or we're hitting TP. Bearish, but I don't think it's clear. Previous day low first, and market open like this. Well, we already took out previous day low. We could still be going for that March 8th low. Let's see. I'll mark it out on the micros here. We have already taken this out on Dow and ES, but this is the current 5 minute. This is basically like perfect OTE. Literally perfect OTE retracement. Body respects 618. Market opens up and we dump. Yeah, we're on a 15-minute PD right here. Look at this giant 5-minute. Yeah, perfect bullish OT here as well. Yeah, we'll see. We have been obviously bearish, so I don't want to be like too eager with trying to force longs. I do want to be bullish, but I don't want to like be too eager to like be the first person to try to jump in and try to time the bottom necessarily. Could get ran over. You want clear direction today? We all want clear direction. OTE is optimal trade entry. It's just a ICT terminology for Fibonacci. Basically, optimal trade entry is the 618 fib to 618 fib to like the 786, this green zone here on my fib, 618, 70.5, and 786. We tapped 70.5 perfect. We also, we're OTE to OTE right now, so bearish OTE for this leg down. This would be the bullish OTE of this leg. We're delivering from a 1 hour bearish gap lower, and we're delivering from a 15-minute bullish BPR higher for the moment. Just ping-ponging between some PD arrays, chat. Took along from 388. Good luck. I don't hate it. I mean, I like it just because my overall desire is wanting to see bullishness. Here's a 1 minute. Here's a 1 minute change in the state off of this 15-minute PD array. And you're basically just betting on this 5 minute failing. So this is actually a setup in and of itself. If you're like, you know, just super confident in the long. Which I wouldn't say I'm super confident. I just want to see, I want to see higher. In as well. Some of you guys are like, fuck it, dude. Some of you guys are like, fuck it, dude. It's Friday. I don't give a shit. Put me in. It's time for glory. It's time for glory. Let's watch this woman. I want to see what we do here. Do we just totally flip this or do we hold here? You're in short, Cookie. So we got some people in long, some people in shorts. You can make a case for both right now. Beautiful wick on the 15-minute. Dow Jones is the strongest of the three. You can see that we're already trading above new highs. You don't use shorts? Longs only, Felix, or what? Yeah, I personally like, you know, I'm waiting because I don't want to be caught offside and then, you know, another drive down happens. I'm totally willing to like kind of let this structure shift and then look for a play back towards, like I said, all this trendline liquidity that we just have stacked up here. London, Asia, previous Asia session, etc. So I'm just staying patient. $9.46 right now, guys. So 15-minute just opened up. This is the current 15-minute. This is the big wick I was talking about. You can see the structure looks a lot different. Dow Jones pushing way up here, creating a SMT right now. Too cold in Norway, I use pants. You know, one time, I don't know why I remember this. In 5th grade, I had to do a presentation on a European country, and I picked Norway. I don't really remember anything about it, other than I thought the flag was kind of cool. Red with like a blue, what I referred to as a cross. But yeah, good old Norway. I think I'm actually like 50% Norwegian. Assuming my parents weren't lying to me, but what do they know? What do they know? Norway. Yo, you guys want to know something hilarious? So Tyrone obviously won the giveaway yesterday. And he won the giveaway for that meme of, he won, here, I'll find it. Get you guys caught up. He won the giveaway for the 50K TRADEIFY account yesterday for this meme right here. I find out yesterday he can't accept it because he's in Israel. Israel is apparently restricted from TRADEIFY. Like you can't trade TRADEIFY if you're in Israel apparently. But he is in Israel, made this meme. And anyway, so I ended up giving it to Edwater anyway. So Edwater ended up winning for this one. Just FYI. But I was like, that's crazy. I'm like, this guy's in Israel. He made this meme. And then I didn't know that it was restricted in Israel, but it's kind of funny. What are the odds of that? TR Productions, you had it, dude. You had it in the bag. Yeah, we'll see what we want to do, guys. Leading bullish after the 5-minute wick. The 5-minute wick? You mean the 15-minute wick? Or no? We are Charlie Kirk. Open a trade icon yesterday looking at starting a 50K challenge next week. Good luck, Crypto Surfer. Yeah, what do we got next week? We probably, do we got earnings next week? We got PMI next week, unemployment. No news Monday. Do we have earnings next week? Let's check. Nothing Wednesday. No, we're good. Nah, we're good. Yeah, and then NFP after. Crazy, dude. March kind of flew, didn't it? Guys, just think I mean, we're already like about to be 3 months into the year. And we've just been in a daily range this whole time. Oh, Q1, am I right? They had us in the first half, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, we're back in this 15-minute. I don't think it will hold it again. I kind of think that this is starting to look like a flush for another new low is incoming. But that's why I didn't want to. That's why I didn't really want to trust this 1-minute setup. It was a setup, and maybe you guys went break even off this push. Hopefully, right? Because now you're getting squeezed. But yeah, we're just in between too much shit. So yeah, this 5-minute gap holding. We did end up reaching as high as this breaker. And now we're trading much lower, much faster. Like, I don't know, dude. Like if this 5-minute closes below here, I might just say screw my stubbornness wanting to go long, and I'm honestly might just go with the shorts and see if we can get a move, but only if we get it before this low. We got time though. 3 minutes left on this candle. We might just rip. see though, what would this be if we do get this? I'd go break even. It'd be like a 1R to this low, but would try to stretch it for at least like a 1 to 2, but towards that 24,200. Which is the March 8th low. The only thing down here would be like the beginning of this volume imbalance, but all right, I'll get the limit ready, but we'll see. Let's see how this closes in a minute. Not like this. No, go slow. Yeah, another OTE, bro. It's just been like OTE to OTE to OTE all morning so far. Literally bouncing between OTE ranges. Who's fibbing here? Who's fibbing? All right, guys, I'm going to be dropping this limit at the close of this candle. Okay, let's see if we get picked up. Do I like juice? If so, which one? Yeah, I guess I like juice, you know, kind of try to stay away from all that added sugar, you know, but yeah, who doesn't like juice? Yeah, this gonna just dump or what? We are in the macro. Fresh hair, thanks, man. I just got my ears lowered yesterday. I don't know, boys. Should we grow out the locks or what? I keep saying that I'm gonna grow it out, but then like 3 weeks goes by and I'm like, dude, I feel like this just looks terrible. And I can't get past I never get past the like 3 to 4 week phase, and then I'm just like, fuck it. Haircut time. Yeah, guys, if we take out this level here at this recent low, I will probably... I mean, that was going to be my break even. We'll see. There it is. Yeah, why would you want to give us any retracement to the order block? Why would you want to do that? That'd be stupid. What's funny is if we would have entered here, it would have retraced all the way up to here and then held. I know I'm Nick, I'm kind of like feeling the same as almost like maybe I should just leave it on anyway and wait for a deeper retracement back up into here. Because it definitely looks like we're dumping, so. But this was going to be my break even if I had, let's say it got filled here, hypothetically. So do with that information what you will. Otherwise, I honestly might stay with this. As long as we got obviously like these lows at 24,000, the 200s still here. Another phenomenon that has happened a couple of times this week is like after like an hour passes, we like, oh, we should have held on to our original sell limit. Who is in the shorts already? Some of you guys probably took entries. I wasn't watching like the 1 minute too much, but maybe you guys snagged a 1 minute entry. Here's a little 1 minute poke up into this gap, I suppose. But I wanted the 5. I wanted the 5. Son of a gun. Yeah, the 1 minute just was so dicey this week. It was like, man. We'll see for now, guys, I think I will stick with this. And see if we just get retracement. I will 100% close the limits if we start like hitting these levels down here. And then probably just wait for any sort of long opportunity after that. But I kind of didn't want. I kind of did not want to see us trade to a new hourly low, though. That's also something to keep in mind. Here we go. Man. What do I think about gay people? I think you can do whatever you want. Just don't, you know, push it on other people, I guess. I don't know. But I got nothing against gay people. I mean, we have a lot of gay people in the chat. There's a lot of gay people in the chat that will. You can always tell who's gay, right? It's you guys want to know the secret? You can always tell who's gay in the chat because they say things like "told you so," or "skill issue," or "thanks for the liquidity," or they'll say stuff like "your stop loss is my take profit." Like that's how you know. That's how you know, all right? If you're looking at people in the chat, that's how you know. So yeah, I got nothing against them because they're in. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them here. Oh, gotcha. Got him. D nut.
Shut up, bitch.
Guys, you know what day it is today? Nah. It's Friday then. It's Saturday, Sunday. What? Yeah, boys. I'm deciding if I want to take my limit off or stubbornly leave it on. The fact that I'm using an adjective like stubbornly maybe kind of tells me all I need to know. I think I'm going to listen to my hopefully better judgment. I'm going to take it off. Take it off for now. Got left behind, guys. Wanted this 5-minute order block re-tag here. And I actually had my limit set basically in the wicks. So I wasn't even asking for the opening price, but price just in a hurry, I guess. We were in the macro. So kind of makes sense. Perhaps the 1-minute chart would have been my friend here. But if you guys are holding this, we'll see if you get these levels here at like 222 or not. We are trading below this low. We have taken out the previous hourly low, and we're starting to flip the opening price back up. So I don't know, you know, let's see what this hourly wants to do. But did give us the internal to external range rotation, right? So hourly OTE, 5-minute setup in here, etc. Gives us this external low. But yeah, took the limit off. We'll wait for something else. Thought process is just that I could wait for it to retrace up into here, and then, you know, if we get reaction, look to join it towards like this low and these lows. Type shit. Type shit, chat. It broke liquidity. I mean, yeah, technically it broke the new low, yeah. You did not get in. I did not. Shorted the exact same trade. Just got off. Yeah, I got my limit didn't get picked up. What are you doing if we invert the 5-minute gap? What are we doing if we invert like this 5-minute gap? Probably nothing. Probably nothing. It's 10:06. I think what's probably more likely would be like maybe a grind up. Maybe this holds and we just see the pop down right now, but I think alternatively we still retrace up maybe into here. There's a possibility that we just run this, right? And then that's kind of why I took the limit off, just so I'm not, you know, holding a position that like immediately gets disrespected. I'd rather just like see it hold first, being that we'll probably be in the middle of this hour, and if we hold it, accumulate, right? And then maybe around like 10:30, you know, hopefully before like 11, but probably another drive down, honestly, off of this. Either way, I think we come up here, we put in some structure, we probably put in another new low before like a reversal. We'll see though. We'll see. Have I ever done the Helen Keller technique where I blindly, you forgot to mention, and deftly enter? Of course. Every trader, when they're on tilt, is trading the Helen Keller approach. Close the eyes and click. Usually right before they do that, though, they do one of these numbers. Watch closely. Ready? Now click. Gets them every time. Thank you, Attikin. Usually people only say that after a TP gets hit. I guess a TP did get hit, I just didn't get picked up. Are you gambling sometimes? I would make the argument that trading is glorified gambling. Trading to me is glorified gambling. It's just, but I also would make the argument that everything in life is, you can make the argument is a gamble. Literally everything in life is a gamble. Every decision you make in any avenue of your life is, you're using your best, you're using all the information that you have available to you, your best judgment, to make a calculated decision for your best outcome. How is that any different than just trading, right? Trading is just it's a microcosm of every other decision you make in life as well. Like college is a gamble, you know. Any investment that you make is a gamble. The only difference is how the outside world perceives some of these different things, right? Nobody bats an eye at people taking out hundreds of thousands of dollars of student loan debt. And none of your parents or grandparents would ever look at you and say, "Oh, that's such a huge gamble." No. Why? Because they're not using any logic or reasoning. So that's a gamble. You know, buying rental properties is a gamble. Literally everything's a gamble. You know, but so is trading. Doesn't mean you can't make money with it. Doesn't mean you can't lose money with it. What else is like a really normalized thing that is also a huge gamble? Would you guys say? I think college is probably like one of the main probably examples we would all agree on. Marriage, that's a good example too. Yeah, what is like over 50% marriages end in divorce now. Not to be too misogynistic, but you would almost argue that it's more of a gamble for men, no? Shahar, welcome. Lesbian couples have more divorces than gay couples? Is that true? Cutting your wiener off is a gamble? I guess. Do I know my? Nope. I don't know my. I actually don't even know what that is. Is that like a language? A person? It's like we're playing. It's like we're playing Wheel of Fortune. It was a person, place, or thing. Yeah, I'd like to buy 2 vowels, please. My nuts. Fuck you. What is going on with micro? What do you mean? What do you mean? What's going on with micro that I'm not noticing? Is only your 929 missing on NASDAQ? Is only your 929 missing? My 929 is showing on micro. Is my 929 showing on mini? Yes, it is. So perhaps you are, perhaps you are indeed alone there. Yeah, maybe. And we're free, free falling. Lower 5-minute gap held, boys. We're just dumping, dude. Just absolutely dumping here. That would have been TP hit, by the way, for my original position that didn't get picked up. Had I been picked up. That was 2R from here. Congrats to anybody that caught the short there. Waiting game now for me. Tyler, there was an SMT at the lows with the weekly low right then. Why are we dumping? It's just overall narrative is obviously more bearish. SMT is going to form all the time no matter what on both sides. Obviously, it can create some confusion when there's SMT sometimes at like some external lows that are significant, especially on a day like today. It's Friday, right? So it's like last day of the week. You know, it's kind of sometimes you're just not always anticipating like new lows and new highs on Fridays, but that was part of the reason why I was wanting to maybe lean bullish initially today, but then it's like obviously as price is printing, it's not showing any willingness to go higher. So I flipped for shorts and then just didn't get picked up on the shorts. But yeah, I mean, really, to answer your question is just there's going to be SMT on both sides of the market all the time. Like if you look hard enough, you can pretty much always find SMT, if we're being honest. But yeah, overall narrative is bearish, I guess. Hopefully that answers your question. I feel like sometimes people don't really care for my answers because I always leave a little bit of room for ambiguity in everything I say because nothing is 100%. I try not to be that guy that's like, oh, we did this and this, so we 100% have to do this. Like, I just don't believe in that kind of thinking in trading. Literally nothing is guaranteed, and nothing makes me more upset or annoyed as when I hear people talking in absolutes. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, you don't know what's going to happen, just like I don't know what's going to happen. You know? These are all educated guesses, by the way. Not financial advice. Hit the like button, chat. Happy with shorts. Thank you for the companionship. Love your streams. Have a good day. Thank you, Elias. Have a good day, man. Gabriel, I didn't know you liked men. News to me. It's different strokes for different folks, though. I'm not judging you.
You know, and I'm not judging you, but I'm just saying everybody else is gonna.
Yeah. Win rate for this month? I don't fucking know. Go back and watch all my streams. They're all... Somebody go back and watch all the streams and you tell me. How about that? I have no idea. Somewhere between 0 and 100. You like TJR? Attaboy. Buy his mentorship or you're capping. Gabriel. Drop an invoice or a receipt in the Discord that you bought his mentorship. Otherwise, I don't believe you. Do I have old pictures of me when you were dying in the market? I don't think so. Oh my God. Do I still short this? We'll see. I don't know. Not right now. Trade on probabilities. Appreciate it, Vincent. Nancy Pelosi knows. Nancy Pelosi does know. I guess that's true. There's always an exception to everything, huh? There's always an exception. Oh, here we go again. Bro, the last few days, I keep getting this OBS disconnecting or disconnected pop-up, and then everything's fine. I don't... Why does it do this? Am I still live, chat? Let me know. I don't know why that's been popping up, though. Stream froze for a bit. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that. Do I gotta turn the bitrate down a little bit or something? I don't know why it's like... It does it... It's literally done it once the last 3 days, and then it's fine. As long as the stream doesn't crash, I guess. R12. I appreciate it, RR. Yeah, I saw Benjamin, what's his name? Ben SMC or something? Ben SMC on TikTok yesterday was like, guys, who's your favorite trading streamers? Who's the best trading streamers? RR12 shouted your boy out. Appreciate it, man. We try. We're just trying. That's all we can do, boys. Benjamin Netanyahu. Oh, man. Yeah, it's probably going to keep going lower here, most likely. But yeah, as far as like framework, I'm just waiting for some structure to build up. We're in the middle of the hour, so I'm not really expecting. We got the move down below a new low in macro. So from here, it's probably just be really patient. Don't try to like force lower. Don't try to force reversal. Just wait. Let structure form. Let structure build up. It'll become clear either around 10:30 for another move, or might have to be patient for the 11 a.m. macro. But yeah, we got a little 5-minute structure building up in here. We do have a 15-minute bearish gap resting here. So like what I mean by like wait for something clear would be either we're going to make a move for these lows first, right? And then at that point, I think a framework to look for a long back up into this unfilled would be a good opportunity, or vice versa, which is we trade up into here first, and then we can wait for price to confirm lower, you know, another internal to external range move, and then we can look to play that. But I'm not trying to guess which one we go to first. You feel me, chat? Do you feel me or no? Is anybody home? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? So, you want to know if I can feel it? Yeah! You want to know if I can feel it? Yeah! Well, I tell you what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like a total barnacle head. Whoa. Oh, SpongeBob goated, am I right? Come on. damn right, Devin. You damn right. Did I watch the Spider-Man trailer? No. Bro loves SpongeBob. Who doesn't love SpongeBob, dude? I don't even think I have any SpongeBob memes on here. Actually, well, other than the Sweet Victory one. That's kind of a shame, actually. I don't know. Well, this one too.
Hey, pal. You just blowing from Stupid Town?
I think that's it, though. Yeah. I should get some more. TRADEIFY down. Uh-oh. Can anybody confirm for Allie if TRADEIFY is down? It says it's not letting him log in. Must have cut some brain cells when he gave you a haircut. Well, the thing is my barber is a woman. I guess I've never confirmed, but and a mother of one with another on the way. We're just out here supporting families, chat. One thing you learned about trading is don't be greedy. Yeah, I mean, Nancy Pelosi wouldn't agree, but everybody else in here probably would. I know, I try not to assume, Jacob. That's on me. Hey, it's on me, chat. We'll be better. What is greedy? Can you explain? Actually, that's a good question. A little bit of subjectivity there, wouldn't you say? You know, it's kind of like everything else in trading, I guess, right? You know, when it comes to FOMO entries or patience, like even that is pretty subjective. I mean, I'll be patient as hell with a setup, and then I'll take it after like a bunch of things play out first. And then somebody will still say FOMO trade. I'm just like, okay. You know what I mean? So yeah, I guess fair enough. Shri Ram. Fair enough, dude. Yeah. I guess even greed could be a little bit subjective, huh? I guess you have to answer that question yourself. But yeah, here's the thought process, chap. I'm literally just waiting for either this, beep boop, or this, beep boop. You can do it this, or you can do it that. You can do it this, or you can do it that. But this is where it's at. See what I did there? No, well, yeah, this 10 the move happened before 10, yeah. So 10 a.m. obviously has been kind of shiesty. Beep boop or beep bop. They hate us because they ain't us. Yesterday you told about the 6 fears. I read about it. That was really nice, man. You read the whole book already? No way. So let me sell you guys. Well, I don't need to sell you guys on the book, but I would sell you guys on the audio. So the way that the book is framed is it's basically Napoleon Hill interviewing the devil. All right. So I just think you'll get more out of it. It'll be easier to kind of like retain. I don't know about you guys. I am a little bit ADHD when it comes to like sitting down and reading a book. I do want to challenge myself to actually sit down and read more just because obviously you want to be able to just concentrate and focus. But I won't lie. Sometimes when you're reading, if something's not really captivating your attention, it's really easy to kind of get sidetracked, get distracted. You know, you reread the same paragraph like 4 times because you finished the paragraph and realized you weren't even like really paying attention. But anyway, so the audiobook is really easy to just pop on and listen to, but it's good. You read the summary? Oh, I was going to say that makes more sense. Get the audiobook if you get it though. Trust. Just trust. Listen, just trust a brother. Come on. I would have never lead you astray. Do you play video games? I do like to indulge in a little bit of Fortnite from time to time. You know, just another day taking out the sweats. Andrew Jones looks like Chuck Norris. What? Chuck Norris died? Shut up. You're lying. Walker, Texas Ranger? Let me check X. No. It's true. Fuck. Damn. R.I.P. Chuck. 86 years old, though. 86 years old. Was it just old age, or was there, like, did he have something else going on? Let's see. Passed away at 86 in Hawaii after a recent medical emergency and hospitalization. Family confirmed the sudden passing, but requested privacy on the details. All right. But I guess it sounds like it was a sudden thing that just happened. Oh, hard to say. It could be like a heart attack or who knows. Dang. Yeah, did you guys see the I see the next scroll down, I see like the whole the hoopla about like the bachelorette chick or whatever, that there was a video that came out of her like beating her boyfriend or something and then like hitting her kid with a chair. Did you guys see that too? I just saw that as I was scrolling X there. By the way, happy birthday. Thanks, man. It's not my birthday, but it is my birthday year, so I will take it. Chuck Norris's birthday was 10 days ago. Wasn't invincible after all. I should do a custom Fortnite game for the chat and stream it. How does that work? How does that work? Like you can invite people from like a specific chat or something? And then like we could all be like getting clapped together on Fort or what? Listen, all I got to do is I'm just going to wear the thickest skin in the item shop I can find, and everybody here will be distracted. Private game code. Yeah, I don't know how to do that, but that would be kind of fun at some point, huh? I'll have to look into it. Long? Not yet. I literally have the arrows. I have the arrows here, Hassan. This is literally if this, then that. If this, then that. I'm not trying to guess if we're going to go lower first or higher first. Kind of looking like a move higher might be coming in, but I'm waiting for one of these scenarios to play out. It is 10:30 now, by the way. So new 30-minute candle. Should I draw? Do I need to draw better arrows? Or are these good? Battlefield 6, dude. I did try that just because one of my buddies was like, dude, come on, let's try it. It looks sick. We played it for like a day, and I was like, this is gay. Oh, but then again, I suppose the alternate argument is like everybody looks at Fortnite as like a little kid game. Oh, cartoons and characters and colors. I was like, yeah, damn right. Damn right. I guess Battlefield 6 would get you ready for the draft in World War III. But listen, I don't even care if I get drafted. As long as I have shockwaves and a grapple, you know, I'll get out of there if I need. I can't build towers and fly. No, if I play it, I don't play build mode, though. I can't do that shit. It actually, as soon as I start talking about Joe Kent, the thing freaking disconnects again. Now we're connected back. All right. All right. Hopefully I'm still live. I don't know. It's probably still too early to tell, but obviously I agree. I mean, I'm against the war as well, but probably still a little too early to tell. From the clips I saw, I don't disagree with any that it, like. I mean, not that it's my place to disagree or anything, but I think everything he said in the Tucker Carlson interview made sense. I cut my hair like once every 3 to 4 weeks. It's definitely not always the same length. Games are so 2010. Yeah, I know, but like, you're telling me that like on a given night where maybe there's nothing going on, you've done all you needed to do that day, and it's like you got like 1 hour to kill before you like go to bed or something. You're just like, you know what, let me just get clapped by some sweats and call it a day. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, it feels like the move. Right, chat? I mean, what's the alternative? You sit there and you mindlessly fucking scroll social media or watch TV. At least like video games, you're actually like using your brain still. I would make the argument that it's way more mindless just sitting there like watching like a fucking Netflix show. Coming to bed, honey? Yes, dear. This is dude. Speaking of SpongeBob. Yes, dear.
Patrick, she has lost it. She's completely institutionalized. She's forgotten what it's like to live on the outside, to not be in prison.
Fuck yeah.
Patrick, she has lost it. She's completely institutionalized. She's forgotten what it's like to live on the outside, to not be in prison.
Coming to bed, honey?
Yes, dear.
Hadn't played video games in 18 years. Now, here's the kicker, though. Here's what I'll say, right? I was very similar to like what Kevin just said. So when I first got into network marketing, I heard someone once say, if you are playing video games and watching TV and you're not even making $10,000 a month yet, you need to fucking throw that shit away, sell it, get rid of it until you're making 10K plus a month. And I actually fucking did that. I went online, Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, sold my Xbox at the time, my TV at the time, literally sold all the shit that wasn't making me any money. And I did not buy another gaming console until I had been making over 10K a month. That actually is a true story. Which was, I guess, back in like 2020. And then COVID happened, and I was like, this is perfect because everybody's at home anyway. I'll just fucking get a console. So I will say that, boys and girls. I will say that. There is obviously a fine line between getting your shit done and just wasting time. Listen, I'm not one of these people that's like, oh, you can never play video games, you can never do any of this stuff because it's a waste of time, blah, 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 blah. It's like, shut the fuck up. You can do whatever you want as long as your shit's taken care of. You just got to have your priorities in order, boys. You know, have some ducks in a row. Have some shit going for you. If you got some shit going for it and you want to play a little bit of video games, then fucking play some video games, dude. Who gives a shit? I think my dog's behind me. Oh, there he goes. All right. See you later, buddy. See you later, pal. Talking about ducks, let's do a duck race. Oh, I see what you did there, Bull NQ. Should we just do like 18 giveaways today? Oh, brother. My dog is 5. He turns 6 in June. Well, that's exactly it, Kevin. And you've earned the right to do that. That's the thing. And I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise. My dog is a Pomsky, technically. Husky and Pomeranian. He looks like a medium-sized husky. He's probably like, I don't know, 60 pounds, let's say. Do I have any cows? I don't have any cows, but I do have some beef. If you know what I mean. I actually had a ribeye steak last night. True story. Yeah, Sugar Dandy. Oh, Daddy Chuck Norris has passed, unfortunately. Yeah, damn. My first payout was like $500. Put it in my bank and said, wow, trading isn't a scam. I'm just kidding. I didn't do anything like spectacular, obviously. You just pay some bills with it, man. Turn some heartache into some reality, right? Everyone remembers their first. It feels good. It's like, so I can do this if I don't fuck around. If I don't fuck around, I can do this. Isn't that something? Isn't it funny how, like, every time you guys have ever blown an account, I would imagine this is probably the case for many of you. Every time you've ever blown an account has probably always been, like, obviously, probably on the tail end of, like, a decent run where you had good discipline, good risk management, patience, all these things. And then, like, I would make the bet that most of the time you guys have ever blown accounts came from just a fleeting moment of absolute collapse, no self-control, and just pure like revenge, you know, increasing your size and just saying fuck it and getting in with way more size and trying to capture just like a fucking total boneheaded, ridiculous move that makes no sense. You know what I mean? Like, very few people have ever blown accounts by they followed their perfect plan, strict rules. They just happened to go on a crazy losing streak and it just happened to play out that way. Like, that can happen, but like 98% of all accounts ever blown come from the first scenario. You know what I mean? There's only been one funded account that I have blown where I can truthfully look back and say, I feel personally like I followed my rules. I never tilted. It was a, I remember it was a 150K XFA, and this would have been like, I don't even know. I'm trying to remember. It was probably like 2023. But I remember it vividly because I literally was streaming inside of my Discord at the time. And I planned to risk enough to where I would have to lose 7 trades in a row to blow the account without winning a single trade. I took 4 break-even trades and 7 losses on that account, and I lost it. So there's only been one account I can think of ever that has been blown because of that scenario. Every other account I've ever blown has always come from a state of just pure, like, tilt and not real trading skill, not real trading, you know, just not real trading, just pure gambling. So all that really tells you is that your trading profitability does not come from your skill in which you read a chart. Your trading profitability comes in your skill in which you control your impulses. You know? Or I guess in the case of some people, just having so much capital to spend 100 grand on accounts that eventually you tip the numbers in your favor and you make money. But I'm not gonna lie, boys and girls, I get that argument. I see why people do it, because it obviously makes money. Call it a hot take if you want. I just don't find that, very inspiring. I don't find that very impressive. If people are out here blowing 100 grand to make 200 grand in props, I know it's profitable. The math is what the math is. I know they probably don't give a fuck that I don't like that, because if they're making money, they're making money. And I don't, hey, if you're making money, you're making money, man. All I'm saying is that I'm just not impressed by it. I'm not impressed by it. I'd be far more impressed by somebody that pulls like $100,000 return from props with a spend of like less than 3 grand. And that's just not something you really hear of too much these days anymore, right? It's like everybody that makes big sums of money, you hear all of these like, oh, their spend is like fucking 50 grand plus. And if I was a brand new trader and that was what I was seeing, I don't know how I would feel about that. Some of you guys can sound off in the comments. Like some of you guys that are newer to trading and maybe like a year into trading on props, etc. Like, what do you guys think when you see shit like that? Because most people can't do that. Like, not everybody is going to be able to just sit here and blow $50,000 on prop accounts to get to these big payout numbers. And like, the other thing that pisses me off about it is all these people, you know, they get all of this like credibility because they got this big payout. But if you just ran some math, right? If you just ran some math on like $50,000 cost of accounts, let's just say hypothetically, that's a lot of fucking blown accounts. Funny how we never see those, huh? How come we never saw any video recordings of you going on tilt and blowing 20 accounts at once? And then resetting them and then blowing them again. And then resetting them and then blowing them again. How come we don't see that stuff? We don't see those executions, do we? No. But we saw the payout on account number 300. That shit just bugs me, dude. I get it's still profitable. I'm not denying that. You know, that is kind of the prop game that some people are playing. I just don't subscribe. I just have a hard time subscribing to that, to be honest. You know, I don't know. Well, that's the thing. Yeah, all these people that are doing that are making money with affiliate shit. And like, I'm making money with affiliate stuff. Like, I would feel like a total piece of shit if I was sitting here like blowing accounts every single day on stream. And I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? And then I have affiliate money coming in off of, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. It just seems weird to me. But it is, I mean, it is what it is, yeah. Is the profits you made from affiliate codes NDA? Not that I'm aware of. I don't think I could get in trouble for sharing my affiliate commissions. Do those guys make money off being affiliated? I mean, yeah. Well, I don't know if that's what all streamers do. I mean, no, I don't want to just say that because there's no way I can prove that, but it's still just the principle of it all. You know what I mean? Like, the principle of it all is to have that kind of cost. You're going through a lot of accounts. You're going through a lot of accounts, and I just think it's funny how we never see that. The reason that the reason that sometimes I take so much shit is because there's no way for me to hide. Like, I'm doing this live. If I lose a trade, I lose a trade. You know what I mean? If the trade ends up in hindsight looking like a total bonehead position, you know what I mean? It's like I can't run from that. But what I see that bugs me is like when people are so quick to post like their executions for winners, and it's like if they take a loss or blow up a bunch of accounts, they just go on Twitter and they say, well, went on tilt today, blew my accounts. And it's just like full transparency though. You know what I mean? Which I get it. That is transparent. But I find it funny that every time I post a video of a losing trade in my executions along with it, that shit goes viral. But I feel like there's just as much to be learned in losing executions as there can be in winners. But to each their own, I guess. You know, that's just my little personal rant. But it's just if you've ever thought through how many accounts have to be blown and how many bad trades have to be taken for some of these people to accumulate the cost that they do, and just like run it through your calculator, you'll be like, so this person blew 130 accounts? And then you just try to picture what that would look like. Like, picture you going on tilt and blowing 130 accounts. Pretty fucking nuts when you think about it like that, ain't it? I think so. Yeah, we're in the 11 o'clock macro, so I'm wondering if we are maybe not even going to see this 15-minute, because we have tapped it on Dow Jones and ES, this lower 15, but well, actually this lower 15 doesn't exist on NQ like it does on ES, but we've hit this on Dow Jones. But now that we're in the macro, I wonder if we're just going to accelerate to a new low. But even if we do, I don't know. I might be okay with missing out on the short from here to here if I can frame maybe a move up afterward, but yeah, it's really kind of a bummer, boys, that we missed out on I missed out. I can't speak for everybody. I missed out on the fill of the short right here. That kind of blows. We literally would have been out for a 2R, and then it just would have been choppy ever since, obviously, until this macro. So we could have been nice one and done right away this morning, but wasn't meant to be. Wasn't meant to be. For me. So you're saying it's not worth it if they get back the initial expense? No, that is not what I'm saying, Guillermo. I'm not saying it's not worth it because I understand that it can be profitable. I'm just saying I'm not a fan of that approach. And I think that the deceiving part about it, if I would go as far as to call it deceiving, would just be the fact that, you know, we don't ever see You know, they just say, "Oh, I blew my accounts," and then people go, "Oh yeah, part of doing business, pal." But like, how come you didn't show us? You didn't show us all of the 50 accounts you blew, or any of the trades that caused those accounts to be blown. But then you showed us your string of winners that got you to that big payout. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's a little bit of discrepancy there, I guess. But like I said, I just don't agree with the approach, but I understand why people do it. And if it makes money, it makes money. I'm not debating that. That's why you can only hate on it so much, right? But like, is that what we're considering, like being a great trader? Oh, you're a great trader because you got lucky on this set of accounts after you blew like the last 20 sets? Is that what's considered a good trader now? Only you can decide, I guess. Well, boys, let's see what happens, guys. Last 5 minutes of the hour. We're accelerating towards these lows. This is a volume imbalance at 222, and then the actual low is 200. The March 8th low. $1,100 accounts blown is insane, like over 150 grand. Well, dude, don't you remember, like, wasn't it like last year, or was that, I think it was last year. I mean, Patrick Whelan at one point had like 300K cost on Top Step. How many accounts is that? Are you dating a Mossad agent? No. Would I? Yes. Where's she at? Where's she at? Can I look at the Discord? I can. I stumbled. Wait, what the hell is this? It's probably a scam. See, this is why I just need to start making people mods, bro. Who wants to be a mod? Who can I trust to be a moderator to just like ban people like this? That's literally all I request is like if you guys see a message first like that, just ban them. Well, I thought I had the security. I thought I had like the highest level of security on this, but maybe I'm just a noob when it comes to Discord. Which is probably it's probably likely the case. Are we really going to stop short and then turn around? 11 a.m. Look at the 10 a.m. candle, by the way. Again. Holy shit. 10 a.m. did nothing. Yeah, bro. Silver bullet is patched. The only thing good about the silver bullet is if you actually have in possession a physical silver bullet. If you're trying to trade this every single day, it's just, what are we doing? Yeah, I gotta change it. I'll give you guys some permissions after stream here. A few of you trusted folks. Goyslav. All right, new hour incoming, chat. Yeah, I'm flat on the day so far. I haven't taken anything. My sell limit didn't get picked up here before 10 a.m. So we've just been staying patient ever since. Flapping our jaw muscles. Used to be a mod in another Discord. Are you able to say which Discord? Or would it not really matter? Can you just use your orange? You know what? Let me throw these orange glasses on. I haven't been wearing them. Now we're ready. The last trade I took while wearing these was an L, by the way. That's why I haven't been wearing them. You know, I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious. Damn, this is tough. Like, we're literally going to stop short of these lows. We're going to be trading back up into this 15-minute, which is what makes me not want to, like, long here. And then just, we're going to trade up into here and then reverse, maybe. You know what I mean? Like, that's tough. We're literally just ranging back and forth in here. I don't know. We'll see. Perhaps, do we have an hourly gap that's left here? We do now as well. Okay. Hourly gap left above this high, as well as the 15-minute. Call me crazy, but I still think we got to ride with the shorts. Hosting costs more than the profits it made, yeah. I'll tell you what, all those server boosts, they really add up, huh? Discord must just be raking it in. Nitro, server boosts, people buying like avatars and profile stuff. I remind you of Lego piece 6288061. Thanks, dude. Legos are sick. People end up messaging me while I left, so I showed receipts on what the owners were. Wait, did you say who it was? It wouldn't matter. They aren't around anymore. Called Vantage Trading. Oh, okay. Ended up blowing up the whole Discord. What exactly were the Vantage traders doing? Was it the usual, Kev? Look it up. Nah, I'll take your word for it. I'm not about to roast myself. I already do that plenty as it is. We still got weekly low. That's literally the last thing we're waiting on here, yeah. This 200 level. We're kind of waiting on this hourly gap though now because this got left behind above previous hourly high. And it's the same logic, really, right? So, like, if we run these lows out first, we have unmitigated gaps to target for a reversal. Or we trade into the gaps first, and then we have external lows to target. So we're really just been waiting. Yeah, well, that's fine. If they don't retest the gaps, that means that they're good targets for the return trip later. It's actually cool. All right, dude. If you're gonna twist my arm, 6288061. Lego. 6288061. 6288061. You could have just dropped it in the Discord, I guess. Wait, which one? I can't tell which one it is. There's like a bunch that popped up. Which Lego is it? This guy? This guy's kind of cool. How come everybody that's Gen Z has this haircut, by the way? The broccoli top. Or am I this guy with the sideburns? Oh, I guess the orange glasses. Is that why you said that? That makes sense. Except this guy's got some wicked sideburns, dude. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the genes for growing amazing facial hair, unfortunately. Oh, sorry, Debbie, you retracted a message earlier. Now you're back. All right, let me see. Let me scroll up. Where are you at, Debbie? Oh, why is the low on MNQ1 so off from MNQM on the daily lows? Well, let's look. All right, let's look. She's talking about these daily lows. Are you? Well, do I need to go to the daily chart for this? All right, so here's I've never actually used MNQ1 because I'm never charting on micro unless I'm trading on micro after I analyze on E-mini. But anyway, let's look at MNQ1. So the daily lows, 24,200 on micro front month. MNQ continuous. The daily lows are different. Looks the same-ish. The number is different. 212, I'm not sure. Structurally, it looks pretty similar, though. But yeah, I guess the number is different. I'm not sure. Debbie, let's chalk it up to... It's all a Fugazi. You know what a Fugazi is? It's a Wazi, it's a Woozy, it's a fucking fairy dust. Let's chalk it up to that. Does that sound like a deal? Oh, turn the B edge on in the bottom corner if you don't have it. If you do have it on and it's still way different, then Fugazi. But yeah, guys, always chart on E-mini. Always chart on E-mini. That's why I always start off charting on E-mini. I always have the E-mini charts pulled up, by the way, on my other monitors for like the higher time frame view. If I'm just executing on micro, though, I'll have this tab open, logged in for my trading, right? But always be charting, and if a level gets hit on E-mini and it's not hit on micro, consider it hit. Consider it hit if E-mini hits it. It worked? There we go, Debbie. Hey. Debbie, I got you. That's the thing. That's the thing. I got you. Let me see. We'll figure this out. We'll figure this out one way or another, won't we? What are my thoughts about order flow? Well, I just think that order flow... I mean, you can read order flow in a bunch of different ways. I guess the actual technical order flow traders... I guess when you ask that, are you talking like bookmap in like reading the DOM? Or are you also encompassing like volume profile? Like when I think of order flow and I just apply it to like ICT concepts, I'm just asking myself, okay, you know, where are we displacing towards, right? Based on imbalances, what PD rays are being respected, what ones are being disrespected? Are we respecting bullish, disrespecting bearish, right? Then we're probably bullish. Are we disrespecting bullish and respecting bearish? And we're probably bearish. Like I read order flow like that. I think that's how you would do it when it comes to price action, but I don't really put a whole lot of stock personally into like reading the DOM, book map. I mean, isn't one of the biggest criticisms of it is just like there's always a bunch of spoof orders that never even like end up meaning anything. I don't know. It just seems like another way to get fooled. I just believe personally that the market is only ever doing one of two things. I guess you could maybe say three things. Thing number one, seeking liquidity, aka taking money. Thing number two, rebalancing imbalances in the market. And the kicker is a lot of the times it will be doing usually two things at once, right? The market's very effective that way. It'll oftentimes be rebalancing and taking liquidity. And then I guess the thing number three would just be in a holding pattern, aka accumulation, generating liquidity to then be ran out. And I just think that the easiest way to see that, or maybe not the easiest way, but simplest way in my purview is just, highs and lows and fair value gap or imbalances, really. So do I need a book map to do that? I would argue not. But if using a book map tool helps you, then I don't see a problem with it. But it's kind of up to you to decide if it's helpful or not. I find myself being right in what I think is going to happen. And then very often, but really struggle actually entering a trade because I get skeptical. What can I do? Well, this is a pretty normal thing, Lord Kuthu. I have the same issue sometimes as well. For example, probably when this happens to me the most is if I have a bias of what I think is about to happen, let's say like right at market open, but I don't want to take the trade because it's right at market open. And then the trade that I thought was going to play out plays out. That is a very real thing that happens. If you're asking me what you can do about it, probably the best piece of advice, well, I guess number one, what you could do is you could go back and back test if you, let's say you're a little bit newer and you want to collect some data on trading, let's say at market open. I'm just going to keep using that as an example. The reason that I, a long time ago, made it a rule to not trade at market open is because I found that if I just waited the first like 15 minutes, I found out that I would just avoid a lot of bullshit and then find the real move after. Now, it's not 100%. There are times for sure where it's like, all right, if you didn't trade right at market open, you did miss out that day. But by far and large, I found that I was getting screwed way more by trying to force myself to trade in that time just because a couple trades work out in that time. Keep in mind, all we're doing is trying to put ourselves in higher probability positions for probable outcomes. That's all trading is, right? So I don't find it logical to try to change your whole system based off of a couple outlier events, if that makes sense. So that leads me to my final piece of advice, which is if you miss out on some moves, who gives a shit? In the bigger picture, right? In the grand scheme of things. But that's just one example that I could give you where I could relate to what you're saying, but that exact scenario might not be totally applicable to you. It's different if this is just an ongoing thing all the time, right? Because you guys have seen plenty of times where it's like, I'll be hesitant because we're at market open, even though I think something might happen. But then you'll see like my confidence like go way up in my willingness to engage with the market, let's say around like the 10 o'clock macro. That's not just because of nothing, right? That's literally because over all of this time of trading, that is where I have found my highest probability edge, right? And obviously, the other kicker is conditions change. And you do have to adapt sometimes, but, you know, it's just, I think so many times people stress out so much about trying to figure out everything all the time. And I just truthfully believe in my heart of hearts that you are never going to master the market. You're never going to master the charts. You're just going to master how you engage with them, when to engage, when not to engage. How do you manage your risk, etc. Like those are the things that matter far, far, far more. But everybody avoids that because they think they can figure out fucking something in technical analysis that will fucking give them a magical edge that never loses. And it doesn't exist, bro. It does not exist. Even if you do everything right by your own rules and your own data and your own back testing, you're still going to just, probabilities aren't going to play out for you 100% of the time. You're still going to lose. What do you do when that happens? Do you go on tilt and blow up, get all emotional, throw away all the progress you had? That's what most people do. That's why most people are not profitable traders. It's literally nothing to do with their ability to read price. It's their inability to accept the loss when they're wrong. Right? And they might be fine. They might be fine accepting like a lot of people can accept one loss, maybe two, maybe even three. But let's say they hit a 4-trade losing streak and they just say, fuck it. I'm going off the deep end. Today's the day. I mean, that's where the blowups happen. And I don't know. You just never convinced me otherwise. So, yeah, hopefully, hopefully there was some helpful tidbits in there. But yeah, let's just say this. The sooner that you guys accept the fact that you are actually not in control of what price does, even though you try to make it, you try to fool yourself into thinking that you do, you don't. None of us have any control over what this is doing at all. I don't care how many order blocks, fair value gaps, liquidity sweeps, SMTs you got. You are not in control. You are only in control of your entries and your stop loss and how much risk you put on. That's it. So the best loser wins, eh? Well said, Senger. I guess so. Ain't that so tough though? Like nobody wants to lose. I fucking hate losing, dude. It pisses me off. The reason we hate losing so much is because we feel like we're going backwards. Yeah, guys, dude, bro, this is just fucking not moving right now. I literally feel like I can't do anything until we either take out the low first and then target this gap, or we trade up into this gap and then target the low. Like there's literally nothing else I can do right now. I can't do anything at the moment, nor do I really want to. What do you guys think gets hit first? If you guys are gambling right now, what gets hit first? These lows or this fucking fair value gap? Sorry, excuse my language. There's no need for me to curse all the time. But you know what I'm saying? What are we going to hit first here? It's literally a guess. Like, nobody knows what's going to get hit first, but what do you guys think? Gambling, man. Gun to my head. Man, that's tough. It's truly a toss-up. Let's say... What's the 5 minute? Let's go with a gap first. Let's go gap first. I think gap. I'm going to go gap. Just because I think this is a lot lower resistance right up here above these highs than like this low here. So I kind of feel like this should push for the gap first. But we'll see though. Oh man. Either way, I'm not engaging with it. Either way, chat. Either way. Because I'm not being a naughty boy. Naughty, naughty, naughty. Bro said I'm long off nothing in chop. Who's long? Who says this? Pratik says lows. Felix says stupidest shit I've ever heard. What? What's the stupidest shit you've ever heard? Oh, someone's long. I think you should shut the fuck up and trade it. Bitcoin long? Don't long Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to 50,000. Trust me. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Hitting previous weekly low first. All right. Listen, if we do, that's fine. Then I like the longs anyway. I guess if I had to pick, yeah, that'd probably be almost preferred anyway, just because we're in such a discount. Go hit those longs, or go hit those lows. Fuck it. Oh man, but yeah, I mean it's getting pretty late in the day. I don't know. I'll watch this for another couple of minutes, but you guys know what I'm looking for. I haven't taken anything today just because I didn't get picked up on the shorts. For those of you guys that did, congratulations. And yeah, I mean, I'm just simply waiting for this and then back here for an idea, or the opposite, up here and then to here. You know, so I'm just waiting, guys, and we'll see if I'm able to catch it depending on when this actually sets up. But yeah, man, hopefully you guys did well. If you guys traded today, if you guys caught the shorts, obviously probably pretty good day, and then you guys are really, really happy with probably just being content with enough, honestly. But yeah, we are just consolidating right now. Just consolidating right now, char. But hey, looking ahead real quick to next week. Not a ton of news. We have no news on Monday. We have PMI on Tuesday. And nothing Wednesday. No earnings or anything going on either. Going to be our first full trading week, obviously, on the June contract. Thursday, unemployment, consumer sentiment on Friday. Remember, this is one of those events that used to be a red folder, so this is probably to be treated as such in terms of like a reaction. But yeah, planning to be live every single day next week, chat, as usual. And that is the look ahead. But I'll keep you guys updated on X and in the Discord if I do catch anything with this later today. And congrats to everybody that's green today. Appreciate you guys showing up all week long. Hit the like button on your way out if you would be ever so kind. And enjoy your Friday, chat. Enjoy your weekend. Have fun, be safe. If you're playing March Madness, hopefully your bracket isn't already busted like mine is. But we'll make the most of it regardless, chat. Appreciate you, boys and girls. If you want to get funded, code Tyler. And if nothing else, I'll see you guys back here bright and early Monday morning. All right, guys. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. I'll talk to you guys later on. Peace and love, chat.
Wake up early, coffee to my lips. Tyler trade streaming, giving us tips. The NASDAQ hustle riding up high. Charts on my playground, never ask you why. ICT moves smart, money flows. Precision like an arrow, yeah, that's how it goes. Stop loss is shaking, but I hold my ground. Payouts stacking while the beats pound. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright. Trendline snap, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Tyler trades, yeah, he's calling the plays. Future's bright while the market sways. If you run it, we don't delay. Stack those wins every single day. Trader age every single day. Trendline snap, time to break the mold. Risk to reward, pure liquid gold. Liquidity grabs, making it rain. I'm in sync with Tyler, bringing the gain. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age. Party lights, flashing charts on the screen. Profit targets hidden, living the dream. Man of the hour, Tyler takes the stage. ICT king, ruling the day trader age.